Oh, look at that. Come on there. Oh, look at that. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today, an apple pie. Not just an apple pie. It's irresistible. It's buttery, has nuts on. It's delicious. Come on, let's do it. Okay, it's nice and steady, this recipe. In there was some egg. In there was our oil. Now, this is a fully inspired recipe from someone else quite a while ago, but it works. In there, butter, a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of sugar, and I do a little pinch of salt. We're going to give that a mix. Now, this is all-purpose flour, this is baking powder. Now, it doesn't really matter about sieving it, to be quite honest, but I haven't stirred that in, so we're just going to sieve that through there. Just nice and quickly. Mix in. That'll do, and then hands in and bring it together to a dough. And it will be a slightly sticky dough. It's a bit like an egg pasta, really. Keep going, bring it all in. So it should be a fairly wet dough. I think this is a little bit dry actually, but not to worry. Let's bring it together and then we're going to divide it. Now we're using this, and it's about a 9-10 inch baking dish. I'll put the measurement in the description, but we want enough to cover that and just come up the sides a little bit, and then we want a bit to go on the top. So what we got then, we've got our pastry together like that, look, and we're just going to half it, half. Let's not make it complicated. Somewhere around about there. You can weigh it, but you know, we're going to go for that. Now, what I have done for the next bit, I put that on there and drew around it with a pen, as you can see. And then what we're going to do is turn it over, and our top piece of pastry we're going to put to that mark. You'll see what we do. Okay, I've got these apples, nothing wrong with them, and a lemon, because we're going to have to juice. We're going to have to use the lemon juice to stop it from going brown. Now all you're going to do is peel, and you can either grate the apple or we can dice it. We'll do both. We want a bit of texture. Okay, peel your apples any which way that you normally do. Obviously we don't want the skin. So off you go. I mean, these things look terrible, don't they? Well, look at that. There's perfect apple under there. Straightforward, take the core out, we don't want it. Just put them in there for now. Right, carry on with all your apples. Here we are. Like I say, what you can do, you can grate or dice. Up to you. 100% up to you. Let's just put those back there. We want this bowl. So get your grater. We want some grated, and we're going to dice some. We want a bit of texture in here, you know. This is all going to be cooked, but I don't want a whole lot of mush. We actually want to see some apple in here if we can. So just grate some up. I think we're going to do about half actually. Grate half your apples, chop half. Should be a nice balance. Okay, we've got some grated apple in there. Now we want to dice some. Now we want to dice some up. We want a little bit of texture in here, you know. So you get the idea. That in there. There you go, nice and straightforward. Right, a little bit of lemon juice on there. A little stir through. Our sugar in there. Stir it through. A little pinch of salt in there. Help cut through all that sour and sweet. That should be fine. We need to cook that. Okay, grab a pan on. In there with some butter. Flame on. Start to melt that butter. As soon as it starts melting, get that apple in. There you go. Apple in there. Flame not too high. Start to give your apple a cooking in there. Now what's going to happen is all the stuff that we grated is going to cook down to mushy, and we're still going to have a couple of little lumps in there, we hope. Now there should be enough fluid in here to actually cook this, you know, but if you think there's not enough fluid coming out of your apple and you're worried about it burning, because we don't want to burn it, we just want to cook it on with that butter, add a splash of water. A splash. So we're going to cook this for about 8 minutes actually. Just cook some of that juice out and cook the apple. It should soften up beautifully in there. That's our apple. We've had about 8 minutes. We're not going to go any more than that. That's off. Let it cool down. That's our filling. Put that over there. Okay, that's our tin there, look, lined out. What we are going to do is roll it out actually. I was going to try and push it out, but my pastry feels a little bit too dry. So we're going to give it a roll in. Nice and steady. Now it's a very buttery, oily pastry this. So it's going to be delicious. It's going to be irresistibly buttery. Be fantastic. I think that'll work. So we are doing the usual roll. On there, on there, on there. Shoo. Okay, that's helped us out. So we're just going to stretch it in and stretch it up the sides. Nice and steady in there, like that. You take no notice and you just stretch it up like that. All the way around there, you get bits of pastry from there and you push it all up the sides. Nice and easily. There's enough butter in here to keep it moist and supple. So we're just basically moving it along, feeding it up the side. You know, some are going to say, why do you use short crust pastry? So I've beaten you to it. Use it if you want. We're making it slightly different. There you go. That is our base there. Fantastic. Okay, and we want some apricot jam on there, all over the bottom. Now the cheaper apricot jam the better. This is Waitrose, so not so cheap. It's full of apricots. Well, not to worry, that'll go in there. You know, we're making a fruit pie. It doesn't matter. So that's going to give us a layer of sweetness on the bottom. Just make sure you got your oven on, you know, you got your oven on for about 180, 350, somewhere around about there. There you go. We want our apple mix in there. In there. A nice little shufty out. Get a different spoon actually. Just bring it out like that. Try and get it level if you can. Okay, one side. So we've got this parchment paper and it's got the mark on. We're just going to put that to one side a second. I'm just going to roll my pastry, but we want to roll it to the size of that what we've drawn on there. So we'll just give it a quick roll in and then we're going to put it on that parchment paper. Okay, we're just going to take that up there. I'm going to take that parchment, we're going to put that there, and we are just going to roll that roughly to where that drawing is that we've done. So I'm just going to give this a little shifty round like that. Okay, now you can see, where are we? You can see the line under there and not up here. So move it with your hands, come up there like that, bring it in like this. We need to come to where that line is. Can you see? There's a line there, look. So we're doing it like this. Okay, we know that's going to fit inside there. I'm just going to do this. Over the top, just bring down where I've been lifting it up. We are going to take one of these pasta wheels. Okay, and we're going to go, where are we? There to there. Stay on the inside. Nice little cut like that. Try and keep them all the same size if you can. Make the presentation look lovely on top of the pie. So what we're going to do, and this is why we've done it this way, we're going to take that, I'm going to drop that on there. Like that. How easy is that? Come on. And then just bring the edges up to the edge. Crimp it up. We're not going to waste any of this, just tuck it in and down. Now grab yourself a fork, but it won't make much difference because we've already joined it up there. But let's just put a little pattern on there just in case it stays in the pastry when it bakes, because normally the pastry would expand and you would lose this effect. Well, we'll see. That looks tremendous. So there you go, there's our pie, egg and milk. We're going to make an egg wash, an egg and milk wash over the pastry. Okay, so it's a nice little egg wash over there. And then we're on there. These are just blitzed up almonds. So getting a bit of nice crunchy edge around there. Most of it's probably going to fall off when you cut it, but there you go. That's what happens. Well, I'm probably a little bit heavy-handed these days, but there you go. We got that on there. That looks tremendous. Okay, that's going to go in the oven. We're going to bob it on a tray because it is a fairly oily, buttery pastry and it could come out a little bit. So let's safeguard ourselves, put it on a tray, shove it in there. So we're in there for about 30-35 minutes. Okay, that looks about done to me. Oh, look at that. Just look at that. Superb. Right, we'll let it cool down. Let it cool down about 5 minutes or so. And we'll drop it out of the tin. Look at that. We're just going to give that a little dusting over with a little bit of icing sugar. Now don't go too crazy. Just put a little bit on there. Oh, look at that thing. That looks beautiful. Wow. So I think what we're going to do is drop this out of here. It's a bit warm under here actually, but not to worry. Put that on there. Ready? There we go. Just take that out from under there like that, look. Let's come in here. Straight in there. Straight through there. Oh, it's a crumbly pastry. Oh yes, please. Are we ready for this? Oh, oh, look at that. That is absolutely fabulous. Come on. Come on there. Oh, look at that. That is sensational. A little splurge of ice cream. Oh, looky in there. That is fantastic. That is sensational. That is unbelievable. Oh, I love that. Apple in there. Still got some twang. Oh, it's delicious. Underneath. Oh, pastry's cooked beautifully. Look at that. Wow. Oh, it's fantastic. There you go. That is a different take on an apple pie. That is absolutely superb. That is absolutely fantastic. Got those almonds on there. Gives it that extra little bit of a crunch with the pastry. The apples are just sweet enough. Got that little bit of a twang to them. They're delicious. Oh, I love that. The pastry is quite firm. It's got a nice crunch to it. You know, and all I can say is the Arabic lady that inspired me to make this, thank you. It is absolutely fabulous. If you like it, share with your friends. Tell them all about apple pie made this way. Slightly different pastry. It's not shortcut. It's more of an Arabic way of making pastry. It's delicious. If you do like what we're doing, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. We'll catch you in the next video.